While we were having a cup of coffee over there in the kitchen, we were saying, oh yeah, let's do that. And then in the end, we started rambling on about something else. Some Netflix program, yeah. It was
about weddings with great
Oh yeah, it was about
with great enthusiasm.
With great enthusiasm, we were talking and chatting about that program.
Hi, from the
English Sisters,
and welcome to Get Real with the
English Sisters.
Hello and welcome, everyone.
Hello, hello, hello.
Today we're going to be talking about procrastination and the number one reason you should stop doing it right now.
You should stop procrastinating.
Because the number one reason is that it causes a lot of anxiety.
It does, actually, yeah. It's a rotten little thing. I mean, because the actual definition of procrastination is when you are putting off an important task. So it's not because you're putting off things that aren't important. It's actually something that's important that can be, you can be risking something really important, like your career or life-saving.
Well, yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, something that's life-saving.
Oh, what, like going to a doctor or something?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
How many people do that?
Yeah, that's so true.
Putting things off.
Yeah, because that's important. Yeah.
But I think in a real emergency, the ambulance would just come, wouldn't it? But it's when
it's like it's important, but it's potentially causing a risk to you, whether it's your career, your health, your relationship. There's something that it's important for you to do, and you know what? I mean, I think we kind of overuse the word procrastination nowadays.
Well, yeah, because we use it to maybe putting things off that aren't that important.
Exactly, yeah. You think, I'm procrastinating doing this, but are you really procrastinating, or is it something that's not really important?
Or are you just kind of meditating on it?
Well, I don't know if you're like, for example, like my husband has to renew his driving license, which is getting on my nerves because I keep on saying
he's going to get a big fine if he doesn't do that.
That's what I mean.
His driving license could be taken away if he gets caught by the police.
So that's what I mean.
Well, that's procrastination.
That is procrastination in its purest form. I go, what are you doing?
He's
Go
waiting
and get
to
it
get
done.
caught.
I don't know, yeah.
He's like a last minute kind of guy.
The grand procrastinator, yeah. I'm always telling him, you're like such a procrastinator. But
I mean, it's not funny. Don't do it.
No, don't do it. No, not in that case. Yeah, that's because that's something that's really important. I mean, you've got to have your driver's license. If you're a driver, you need to have your driver's license
up to date
in order, and
in order not to get fined by the police.
To get fined or not get your driving license taken away and everything else. So, but I do think there's a point when so that's important.
Well, does that cause him anxiety?
I think it does.
Because it's always at the back of his mind.
Exactly. It's always there. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I hope I don't get stopped. Oh, yeah. I've got to... No, I'm still within the legal terms. No, you're not. This morning you realised it wasn't. I go, you're actually not. But you have to be able to drive.
So maybe he would need a helping hand there. Maybe you can go together or something.
Yeah, that's what I said. Let's go together. We'll go to some agency that's near here.
And have a nice coffee or something.
Yeah, we will do it together. Yeah, definitely. But that's a nice
well, I think
suggestion.
if you can, if you're lucky enough to be able to have someone if you are procrastinating on a task or doing something, and someone can help you out, like give you a gentle nudge or go with you to
say,
do it.
Come on, I'll come with you.
I think that is really helpful, because sometimes it's just, I don't know why we do it, but as humans we tend to just put things off sometimes, and they're always at the back of our minds. They never really go away.
Yeah,
and they do cause anxiety.
Definitely.
But I think if you can make yourself accountable by telling someone about it, saying, for instance, I have to go and renew my passport. Can you please remind me to do it? Or can you give me a gentle nudge and help me out? Like, help me, and if you've got trouble, like, with filling out the form, do you think you could help me fill out the form? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
really helpful. Is that the cat? Oh, no.
No, it's not a cat.
It's a printer.
No, it's the printer that's just decided to have a little, don't know what it's doing, updating or something.
Procrastinating.
I don't think
It's not procrastinating, it's printing.
it's functioning. You might not have even heard that, I don't know. Just a little noise in the background. Anyway, yeah, I do think there is, I mean, some people think I'm lazy. So what is the difference between laziness, or the so-called laziness, and procrastination?
I think sometimes it is laziness.
Fair and
But
square.
I think it's like a form of mild feeling a bit low about yourself.
Yeah.
Like mild apathy more than laziness. I wouldn't call it just laziness when you
Like
procrastinate.
melancholy or something.
I don't want to deal with that now because I can't, and blah blah blah. It's causing too much stress.
there is anxiety before you procrastinate.
I think so.
So
yeah.
the root of everything
It's
is the
anxiety.
anxiety.
Yeah.
Once again, it's not because you're and then it's like a vicious circle, isn't it?
Yeah, because have you seen those people that are always like doing so much? And I find myself, when I've got more to do, I find it easier to
You're
do
more
these
efficient.
little,
Yeah.
because I think, I just get that out the way, and then I'll be able to do this.
Yes.
Whereas when you have more time on your hands, it's a bit like with deadlines. When you've got more time, you just think, I just go off and do that a minute, or
You can procrastinate more.
I
Yeah.
think so.
So, yeah, that's also a really good point. But I'm beginning to wonder if the only reason why we all ever do procrastinate is because we have underlying anxiety.
Well, we probably do have anxiety around doing these things, because usually the things you procrastinate about aren't that great. Now,
Yeah.
you don't go and procrastinate over going to get an ice cream.
No, yeah, that's
or going
true.
to
Or
buy
going
ice cream, or going to go out with your friends to buy, I don't know, to go
have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have fun, or to buy some nice clothes or something. You don't
Right.
think, oh no, I'm not doing that today.
No,
No,
you soon have the umph and the
Yes.
energy for that. So where's the energy for?
So sometimes maybe when something is a bit challenging, you procrastinate more. You tend to, or bureaucratic tasks, or
That would definitely
things with the
be.
health that you can't really kind of be bothered with, because
Yeah.
they're just like niggly things that are boring, and you think, I don't want to deal with that. Can't be bothered to,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, definitely. But so, what can we do if there are people listening that are?
I'm sure there are, because we all procrastinate.
We all procrastinate. Do you know what was funny is that we had to do this podcast. We were going to say, let's do a little tiny bit of research on procrastination, see what some of the experts, because there's some people that have dedicated their lives to this. While we were having a cup of coffee over there in the kitchen, we were saying, oh yeah, let's do that. And then in the end, we started rambling on about something else. Some Netflix program, yeah. It was
about weddings with great
Oh yeah, it was about
with great enthusiasm.
with great enthusiasm. We were talking and chatting about that program, and then I came here and I thought into the little studio. I go, isn't it funny how we've actually procrastinated
on?
But this is what I mean. This wasn't really procrastination in the pure sense of the word. This was just, we delayed it because we knew it wasn't really, because we knew that basically we know
What
most
to
of the
talk
stuff. Yeah, because we've obviously as therapists we've dealt with so many people that come to us because they want to be more efficient with time. They need time management help. They have procrastination issues, basically. So
yeah, sometimes for procrastination as well, it's good to plan your day. So put things in for you for the people that like to do that. Even if you don't like to, you can try doing it. You can say, okay, at 11, I'm going to go. And at the beginning of the day, you can think, this is how my day is going to go. And you can visualize yourself doing the tasks. So visualize yourself doing the nice things, maybe having breakfast, coffee, and then visualize yourself maybe doing the passport application that you had to do and getting it done, and then visualize yourself how great it feels how after you've done it. That's a great relief. I feel good now I've done that.
Yeah, I think that was a technique that actually helped me a lot when I first learnt about this.
To actually visualize
see
yourself, to go
yourself-
through all the
Yeah.
steps, sitting down, writing it out,
Yeah.
completing it, sending it off on the computer or whatever, or manually if you are doing it manually. You know,
Yeah.
actually visualizing yourself actually doing it.
Yeah.
In
yeah,
the third person, you know, like a distance from it. So
Yeah.
you see yourself doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And then-
very powerful,
and then
actually.
feel the feeling of how good it feels after you've done it. That's a sense of relief. I feel good. That's out the way. You'll often notice that a great weight has been lifted off your shoulders.
Yes, indeed. It is
We're
lifted.
probably going to do millions of things tonight.
I know, after this podcast. It is
All the
definitely...
things we haven't done. I mean, I'm quite good now. I've only got like a couple of things. I have to take my car to get serviced. That's about it.
Yeah, but that's not urgent, is it? You know it's not
Well,
urgent.
no, not really.
That's not an urgent
No.
and important task.
No,
It's not going to
urgent
be...
and important tasks. I must say, I don't really procrastinate much with those.
No.
Not now.
No, not now. Maybe before.
I've learned more.
Yeah.
I've learned to visualize myself doing it, and if they are so urgent, I don't.
Not really. Important more than urgent, I would say. Yes, because urgent,
you do quickly.
that's like 911
That's
immediate.
like the house. Like the other day, the tree fell onto our road.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get in urgently. We had to phone the telephone people,
Of course,
everything.
yeah.
You know, the fire brigade.
Yeah, that's
That was urgent. You're not going to
Urgent.
think twice about doing that.
No, you might think twice about doing things that you know are like important for your career or for your, like what you said, for your health, but there's not a real urgency, like an immediate danger, immediate urgency. But it's something that's good for you, or
Good for
something
you,
that you need, even like the driver's license, for example. I mean,
What about things like if there's people listening that are like a creative and they like want to write a book or something? What about those people that procrastinate with like dreams, and maybe they have dreams that they'd always wish they'd done something? What would you say for that?
for people that are always procrastinating, putting their dreams off,
Yeah.
in that case, I would say if it's a book, I would say think of a title. I would definitely say once you've got the title in your mind, have fun with it. Think of that title that you might have already. It might just instantly pop up. It's funny that, isn't it? Because they do say that most people do have a book inside them, or if they,
And then start writing, I would think.
I would say,
Open the Word document.
yeah, think of a title and open it, and then no matter what comes out, you don't even have to look at it at first. Just leave it. It just write. It doesn't matter whatever it is. Just write, and then just enjoy that, and then go away. And then you don't even have to. Don't edit. Don't look at it. Just do it. And then when you've got time, you've got more free time, come back to it and have a look at it, and then write again with no editing. Just write. Just let it flow. No judging, no editing. And we know that process because that's how we wrote our books. Because if you start judging and editing, you're gonna
Procrastinate.
procrastinate, and you will never ever get it done. Never.
No, I was listening to a podcast the other day when one guy said it took him 3 years or something to write the book.
Well, it depends how long it was.
No, it
and
was a short
the
book.
content.
Because he said he kept changing the characters, changing the story. But in the end, it was...
I don't know about that, but I wouldn't change it that much. I think the names of the characters just pop up somehow if you allow them to. I think you probably already know what their names are, and it's really odd how they kind of come to you, but what they did to us, and you think, where on earth did that come from? But that's like a different story, I think,
Yeah, or what about procrastinating on like changing jobs because you think, oh, I don't like where I am now and I should really go and apply for something.
But you can't be bothered.
You can't be bothered because you're...
Because that's anxiety
it's
once again. It's not
anxiety, yeah.
really you're lazy or you can't be bothered. You're anxious because, as they say here in Italy, you're going to leave a road that you have trodden on so many times and you're going to go to a new pathway that you do not know. So that's the fear of the unknown once again. So
The fear of change too.
Change, unknown. What if this boss isn't that great? But what about if the next one's worse? What am I doing? What you're doing is actually taking care of your mental health. That's what you're doing, because if you're really not content and it's making you miserable every day, then...
Yeah, so maybe there as well, talk to someone about it and get someone to
Get
help
help.
you.
Definitely. If you can, get help. Otherwise, you're going to have to help yourself by acknowledging the fact that you are so important and your mental health is really, really of fundamental importance to your life and to the life of anyone else that comes in contact with you, because you are going to emit.
Well, I think your mental health is your life, really.
Yeah.
Because without mental
It's your
health,
brain. You would not, you
If you're
can't
not in a
function
good
properly.
place,
No.
you're having problems, you can't function that way.
You're not.
It's going to affect every single thing. It's going to affect your body.
So it is important if you're not happy. It is important if you're not content. The only thing you really have to make sure, obviously, is apply for another one. Make sure, do the ethic control. Make sure you're going to get that post or whatever it is if we're talking about a job before leaving your old job, the one that's not making you happy. But definitely, I would say go for it.
So would I, but I would also say maybe sometimes in your own job you can look maybe just to change positions or something, do something.
That's a good piece of advice. Yeah, ask
your
something.
boss to to do something. Say, I think I've reached my limits here. Can I maybe try doing this other job instead? This other
Yeah, changing positions.
Change positions.
Stop procrastinating. Maybe you want to ask for a raise.
Yeah, raise. I just read about that.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Just read on LinkedIn how to negotiate.
What did it say?
Negotiate a raise. Well, it said you have to
Show your worth.
Show your worth.
Yeah.
Show what you can do.
Yeah.
Show what you're going to give to the company.
That
who
makes
you're
a lot of
working.
sense.
And then don't take no for an answer.
Really? So continue.
Well, yeah. And then make sure you have some other jobs available as well, some other positions available if you don't get what you want.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Oh well, so are you a procrastinator or are you not? Most of us are on some tasks that are not so important.
Yeah, and I think if we become aware that usually it's because there's underlying anxiety around it, I think we can give ourselves a pat on the back and say it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay to ask for a helping hand, even though you think, oh, I could easily do that by myself.
Yeah.
I could easily, what's wrong with me? I'm just asking for a hand here, There's nothing wrong with you. You're simply taking care of your mind. That's all. You're looking after yourself.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay. See you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Remember to follow us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcast, and on Instagram too, Facebook and Twitter.
And you can watch us on YouTube as well.
Lots of love and smiles from the
English Sisters.
Bye
Bye
for now. Bye-bye.